have you got fax machines yet in the north, Carl?
Yeah.
I mean, you're loving it, aren't you?
I like getting letters.
Well, no one sends letters anymore, do they?
You like getting a scroll from a man on a horse.
Yeah.
Saying you're...
When do you get letters?
My mum still sends me the odd letter.
Sure.
Even though I call, she'll still... She likes sitting down at a table and...
Yeah. So what, you call and ask the questions, there's no reply, and then you get a letter a day later going, question 1, yes, I am well. Question 2, yes, your father's well.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nice though, isn't it?
Yeah, letter's nice.
It's nice to receive a letter, yeah. It's always nice to receive a letter.
Particularly if, like, you know, you're on a sort of expedition.
But,
yeah.
What does annoy me though, you were looking at them the other day, you know, you were talking about the pictures on them, postcards.
Yes.
Don't like them.
You don't like postcards?
No, they annoy me. And just because it's never anything of any interest, and the fact that, even though it's been sent to you, you're the last one to read it.
Whenever I used to send my mum a postcard, every time I sent it on, I'd horrify her by putting on it, having a lovely time, does that pig of a postman still read all your letters? And she'd just be horrified, just be terrified he'd looked at it or something.
This is what worries me. I've always assumed that people would read a postcard. If I was a postman, I would definitely read every single postcard. Yeah. So if you're on holiday, you know...
What do you mean? You wouldn't have a lot of time left if you read every postcard.
No, but as you were posting it through the letterbox, you'd have a quick look, wouldn't you, to see what they were up to? Because that's why I never used to write anything of any interest on a postcard, because I didn't want to, I didn't want anyone to sort of know what I was up to. Let's say I was on a baudy lad's holiday, you know. I would just write nice sunny, got myself a lovely pair of shorts, stuff like that, I'd keep the truth, Rick, for when I got home.
Well, he's looking forward to going on holiday now, Carl, because he's got some prescription lens sunglasses. We'll be talking about that after the break.
Have you, would you ever toy with a tattoo, Carl?
No, I've told you about me Uncle Stan before, haven't I? The tattoo Stan.
No.
He's just covered in them, it just looks a mess. Do you know what I mean? You can be wearing the best suit in the world, but you still look a scruff.
Sure, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once you have it done, well,
some tattoos, can be quite tasteful.
No, but he was covered. It was all like, cut hair on his neck and it's just, a mess. And he did a lot of his own. I've told you about him before.
Have you? I don't remember it.
Yeah, because I was saying, if you're going to do your own, at least make sure you're a good drawer.
Yeah,
it was just a mess. It was just all over the place.
What he thought had he done? He sort of doodled snakes around.
Yeah, and all his kids' names on his arms, and it's like, can't you remember them?
Yeah.
He might have had a lot.
No, he did.
Yeah.
And do you remember even from a young age thinking that looks rubbish?
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, it'll probably be about 60 now. I'd love to see what he looks like now. Well, just look at this. There was a story the other day in one of the magazines that I read about this fella who had a.
Well, it should be Bizarre or 14 Times then.
Yeah.
One of the magazines you read.
Yeah.
So it's going to be.
It's not The Spectator.
No.
But this fella had a big eagle put on his back.
Yeah.
With a snake sort of covering it, and
such rubbish, isn't it? This kind of symbols of sort of dynamism and life. Yeah, I know. Yeah, a snake and an eagle.
Yeah, a large-breasted vampire woman riding a dragon.
Yeah.
That's always a good one.
But this fella had that, and he had it in his will that when he dies, he wanted his son to have the skin taken off.
Oh God!
And put in like a little frame.
Oh God!
That's horrific.
What's that? That's my dad's back.
Yeah. Oh, are you sure?
God.
No. Because I read it and kind of started having sort of memories of Auntie Nora again.
Yeah.
Because she used to always like.
Now Auntie Nora is the woman
who farted for 5 minutes.
She had wind for 5 minutes.
Sure.
Yeah. But she also she used to say, "Oh, Carl, rub me back." Right. And with her being quite old, it was all sort of mouldy and warty.
It was mouldy?
No,
mouldy.
Mouldy, right.
And what did you do?
I didn't like it. I hated it, in fact.
It was like reading a Braille book.
Yeah.
It was like putting your hand in a load of Cocoa Pops.
Oh, dear.
All really big brown things. And I just thought framing hers would be sort of 3D-ish.
Oh.
Right, yeah. What's that, a chunk of the moon? No.
Yeah. Did you Artex that wall?
Yeah. That's Auntie Nora.
That's Auntie Nora's back! Oh, God!
Any piece of your body can't you don't leave behind?
That's disgusting! Putting your hand in some... Is she the one with the split tennis ball when she wasn't wearing knickers?
Shut up. What? No, let's not discuss the tennis ball.
Okay.
So she used to get you to sort of knead her dough on her back.
God, this is really bad.
But like, what would she with her dress or whatever? Or
she wore those sort of squid-looking things. Like
sorry, what?
What? Those squid-looking things?
Hey, Auntie Nora covered in octopuses. What are you talking about? What do you mean?
It's like a nightgown type thing.
But what's squid got to do with it?
Because it sort of looked like a squid around the edge.
Oh, I know, frilly things. Yeah.
And she just said, I'm aching there. Oh. She was never well. She was never. Do you know what I mean? She's always has something wrong with her. I don't ask her how she is. It's just like she's not going to be all right.
Did she have wind when you were sort of neat? It must have been like playing an accordion.
Yeah, get a little tune going.
Wow. Oh, who's your auntie with the tattoos?
That's Hazel.
Oh right, yeah.
Let's leave that.
Why?
Oh, let's
why?
not talk about.
We'll leave it. What have I come across there?
What's up with Auntie Hazel?
What's up with Auntie Hazel?
There's nothing wrong with her. It's just a lesbian, which is nothing wrong with that.
Well, no, but you've made it sound like there is now by not wanting to say it. My auntie's a lesbian.
I know what you're saying, though. I know what you're getting at. Just because I call her Uncle Hazel.
Someone who doesn't know us, we've got to describe, and what's the game to hopefully get some sort of interpersonal language going, so they've got the same image as you, to a certain extent.
I'm just thinking, if I was to meet Steve in a restaurant,
yeah,
right,
nothing untoward going on. We're just hanging out.
Just having a chat, just having a normal night out.
Yeah. Who's paying? Because I mean, is it expensive?
Go Dutch. I mean,
right. So, I say to you, I'll see you at 8, right, in this restaurant. I turn up at the door. It's a bit of a posh place, right? So he's Steve Merchant in,
yeah,
and the waiter sort of goes, I don't know. What does he look like, right? And
where's he from?
Just a little French fella.
Oh yeah.
And what does he look like? So the thing I'd pick up on first, tall lad.
Tall, yeah.
And then he goes, we got lots of tall people in, right? And I go, big eyes.
Big eyes.
Yeah. And then he'd go, yeah, he's over there.
I'll be honest with you. I mean, you can have dinner and you can buy me dinner. I'm not sure you're going to get anywhere with me. You're slagging me off.
No, I'm not slagging you off though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm just using what comes to mind when
can
big eyes.
Can I assume that they know, like, could I say, like, easiest for me I'd say, looks like Reg Varney from On the Buses. Would they understand that? Can I use sort of like kitsch references?
He's 30 odd, this waiter, so he'll... Yeah,
so I go, oh yes, it's Reg Varney, he's sitting over there. Yeah. So he went German towards the end.
See, I describe you more, Rick, I think, as... I would imagine, I'd say, have you ever seen that Johnny Vegas on the telly?
Yeah.
Imagine he was inflatable, and you just let out a little bit of air.
Alright, well at least that's nice.
What Ricky would look like.
As opposed to like, pumping harder.
Yeah.
Okay, well describe, Carl I'd describe as, those little red monkeys that you see on wildlife programs, they're in the trees and they scream when they see a leopard or something.
I think so.
Shave that. Just shave one of those little red monkeys and put some sort of, old sort of Manchester gear on it, maybe. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Banana rack and some baggy jeans.
I'd like to see how the waiter would react to that. He's got a picture of a monkey, then he's got a picture of it shaved. So he's got no hair, and then dressed like some kind of Manx scally.
There go, he's over there. Yeah, he's over there, Carl's over there. That's what I'd do.
Brilliant.
I think it's more like, it's the not knowing, isn't it? Live every day. I'd actually be happy if I never knew when I was gonna die, and I was definitely gonna die in my sleep. What a brilliant life you'd have. Do you know what I mean?
What, so you don't get an illness, but one night you go to bed and...
I know that if you knew you were going to die in your sleep and never knew when you were going to die, it wouldn't matter if it was tomorrow or 30 years' time. It wouldn't matter, would it?
Yeah.
I've lost you, haven't I? I've lost you somewhere. I thought that was pretty easy, all that. I said die in your sleep and not know when you died. There was no high concept there. No sleight of hand linguistically. Where did I lose you?
I think you lost him on sleight of hand linguistically. Just then. You've lost him again.
Yeah, I think that's the way I'd want to go. I don't want to know about it. That's why I don't go to the doctors or anything.
That's a good,
brilliant
approach.
And do you remember him saying he's going to die of cancer because he doesn't check his balls. He doesn't like the feel.
Of course.
What do they feel like, your balls?
Like a wet chamois leather.
With 2 marbles, 2 kumquats in a wet chamois leather.
No, but I just...
Why are they wet? Sweaty?
No, they're not. I'm just saying smooth.
Are they smooth?
Yeah, because a chamois leather's smoother when it's...
Do you shave them?
No, I don't.
In case a fireman pops round, you want to look your best. It looks like your head. You know, the fireman pops round, there you are, and he goes, oh, nice, smooth.
So you never go to the doctors? What even?
I don't like it.
But if you found some buboes under your arm or something,
I'd wait for a bit, and I'd say to Suzanne, what do you think of this?
just see if it develops into plague.
Well, yeah, because you know, don't you?
Old bandages round your head, and a bell.
Yeah.
Suzanne, where are you out? Can you get me a bell?
Exactly.
Brilliant. There was this kid at our school we took the piss out of for basically the rest of his time there, because when he was about 11, someone said, how would you want to die? Right? We do that thing, drown in fire, that. He said, I want to die of old age in my mother's arms.
How old was he?
Like 11.
Loser. My mother's arms?
No!
What, getting off with her? What is that?
Die of old age in my mother's old cheek. Brilliant. I want to die of old age with my nan and my mum.
Yeah, all in the same bed.
Oh dear.
So if it was the last day, if you had one day to live, okay, what would you do with your day? Now let's assume that you're not in a state of ill health.
There's not much you can do.
It's just the end of the world, and
what do you mean there's not much you can do? I mean, that's what we're asking you.
It's the last day of your life.
It depends, doesn't it? If we're all in the same boat, if someone says, oh, unlucky, without bitterness, like, oh, we accidentally exposed you to some radiation poison, you got a day, or if it was like, there's a meteor coming this way, we're all in the same boat, I think it would be different. It depends whether it's you and the rest of the world. No?
I'd do the same thing. I'd steal a car and go joyriding. But like, go mental. I'd be smashing stuff, I'd be knocking people over for a laugh. I'd be going crazy. It'd be like Grand Theft Auto.
Right,
It would be extraordinary.
Brilliant.
Driving through parks.
That's what I did in the getaway.
Yeah.
I tried to play it seriously, and within about 10 minutes I was just going around areas I knew, trying to knock people over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to do that much. Seriously. You can watch telly, because you might not know how the thing ends.
Sure. Yeah, it'd be a waste of time.
You could watch 24, couldn't you? If you had a day.
Yeah.
On DVD.
Do that then, do that.
Do that, yeah?
Well, but I mean, let's be honest, let's say you know, you can take all the money out of your bank account, you can fly anywhere in the world, you can do whatever you want.
Well, not a long flight, you could.
Well, no, but you've got your
Australia, you wouldn't make it, would you?
No.
Why wouldn't you go to the monkey sanctuary down in Cornwall and just go around cuddling as many monkeys as you can?
I'm gonna tell you something now.
Go on.
Go in there next week.
Are you?
Yeah. Taking my mum and dad away, because like Suzanne's mum and dad are there.
What, you're donating them?
Most people put them in a home. What are you going to say? How you monkey sanctuary is cheaper?
Taking them down, taking them down to Cornwall.
Hold on, I thought you said you'd never go away with parents again.
No, but that was Suzanne's mum and dad.
Oh, is this to get even or something?
So we'll do that, and then we'll can it, then.
That was your outing. You're phoning both sets of parents, and it goes, right, you won't be seeing us ever again on holiday. We've taken you away,
Be careful that the monkey people don't buy you off your parents.
Yeah. And don't make sure they don't leave any of the monkeys' food in the telephone box, because Dad'll have that away.
Yeah.
No. I was talking to him about that the other day. About the nicking in phone boxes. And he,
should we just explain that to
people? They live in a small village in Wales, and, it's like one sort of utility store, and when it's shut, they leave your shopping in the telephone box across the road. And Carl's dad found out about this and goes and helps himself.
Yeah, to other people shopping.
That's terrible. Yeah, go on.
And, I was talking to him about that, saying, you know, have you picked up any surprises in the phone box? And, he said, no. We were talking about other stuff he used to do. One of them used to be going in this supermarket, right, in Manchester.
Yeah.
Needs a new pair of shoes.
Yeah.
Go in, take a new pair off the shelf, pop them on, leave his old ones there.
Really?
And walk out again.
Yeah, brilliant.
And then you go in after and buy his old ones back like an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah. You'd go in the next day. They look nice. Yeah. My dad's got a pair just like that. I've always wanted some.
Can I have those?
You're on holiday soon, aren't you?
Yeah.
You got to go off early.
Well, about
How many holidays have you had? Because I only ever have time off when I'm working, like doing another job, like, you know, filming or something. But you seem to have a lot of holidays, just like, and you were sick as well. You were just like, because you had wet trousers, which is a little bit. Do you not care about the job? I mean, I've got to ask because, you know what I mean, if I was in charge, I'd worry about your motivation or... Because yesterday we were trying to work out what you enjoyed doing, and we got to, Manchester United and moaning. And that is the tune we came up with.
I don't know where you get the moaning thing
You're
from.
always whinging.
About what?
Everything.
When? When did I last have a moan?
Just before we came on air.
Right, and why was that?
I don't know, I can't remember. Because we were in good mood. We were in a good mood, me and Rick.
I'll tell you why.
Go on.
Because you brought a song in at 10 to 1.
Yeah.
With a load of effing and jeffing in it.
Yeah.
And saying, can you edit this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's your job.
You could have brought it in yesterday.
No, I couldn't.
Why not?
I hadn't thought of it. But why are you whinging? That's your job. And I didn't come in 10 minutes before. It was a good 20 minutes before. It just took you ages because you were whinging and moaning to even get started.
I'm not being dragged into this.
You are always...
I'm on my holiday now.
Well, not yet. No, you're not on yet. You're still working.
Well, that's what's funny. This isn't even work, right? And yet it should be. Compared to what I do in the week, this is a doddle.
Well, it's because you're not putting any effort in, clearly. Where are you going anyway? Where are you heading?
Cornwall.
Yeah? What's happening down there?
Well, there's a monkey world.
You're excited about that?
We're going to go and see that. Probably go twice to that.
Yeah.
Whilst I'm down there.
How long are you waiting for? The whole week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
This is with your parents, isn't it?
yeah. Taking them out.
Your father, what do you think your father will be up to? What's he going to be nicking on this holiday?
Well,
Tin. There's a lot of tin in Cornwall. Since they've shut the mines.
He's just called Suzanne, said they've got there, said it's a nice little place.
There'll be no towels when you get there.
So what are you do? What are you to do? Just gonna chill out and sort of like go to the pub and stuff?
Yeah, like I say, I mean, all I've got planned is probably probably Tuesday and Thursday at Monkey World.
What about Wednesday? What are you thinking of Wednesday? Just wandering around?
Just sort of think about, you know...
King Arthur and that. Where he was down there, wasn't he?
I don't know, but I'll tell you something.
Where are you going? What town?
I don't know. I don't know where it is. Suzanne sorted it out.
Yeah, she's sorted it out. I had you on the phone to her saying, well, pack 'em. Pack 2 pairs. Poor woman. She's packing your bags for you.
Yeah.
Right.
But,
you'd spend more time at home if Steve didn't come in at 10-2 with a rap record with, like, obscenities all over it.
Yeah, well, we'll play that next week.
Well, you didn't even get the job done, that's the thing. We can't even play it because you didn't get finishing time.
I tell you what, that Method Man, if he doesn't stop effing and jeffing, it's the end of his career. In my opinion. All this F that and, yo Jeff, I'm a Jeff myself. Yeah. Or I'm hanging out with my Jeffs. Yeah. It's terrible.
Jeff,
and we know you can't put out the J word on XFM.
Oh, Mother Jeffer.
Well, so we haven't got that, but what we have got...
Go on.
Monkey News.
We've still got Monkey News, have we?
That's sorted out, that's coming up.
Yeah.
Rockbusters.
Yeah. Well, last chance. Definitely your last chance this time. You actually improved a little bit last week. You did a couple of good ones.
Yeah. Same again this week. And,
Cheeky Freak?
The controversial Cheeky Freak of the Week. Where Karl, finds, a human being with, some sort of, congenital or, you know, imposed deformity, or, you know. So, and we talk about that. In a wry way. Do you think that's big and clever?
No, but that's just it. It's never about taking the mickey out of someone, right? It's to make you think.
I'll tell you what isn't big and clever.
How lucky you are.
A dwarf with learning difficulties.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know what Steve's like. He is tight, right? He is. And you know that, don't you, Steve?
Financially, you mean?
Well, no, I mean, just the way you are. You're very sort of, you know, you're not wasteful with your money.
I'm careful. No, I'm not wasteful. Absolutely right.
No, but to the extreme.
Not towards the extreme. Not towards the extreme.
No.
Look after the pennies, the pounds will take care of themselves. Alright? Simple to remember, good advice.
Yeah,
alright?
But the thing is, right, I know that I take the mickey out of you for, like, you know, the way you look and stuff.
Sure.
Right?
Well, I'm right back at you.
But the thing is, you can't help that.
Absolutely.
But I'll tell you something that women don't like.
Sure.
And it's fellas who are tight with the money.
Sure. I'm not frugal with money with ladies. I'm frugal with money with you.
Well,
I've got no reason to splash money out on you.
I've never seen you splash money out.
Well, you've never been out with me.
Steve, have you ever splashed out on a lady?
No, but I hope to one day. The right lady.
First one. Bit of a cryptic clue, if you haven't heard it before.
Well, not cryptic, but go on. What is Karl thinking?
If you go into France by boat, I'd get your fags on there, because it's a lot cheaper.
Imagine Bob Holness. Sorry, we're out of time. Sorry, your minute's up. You've won nothing. I was reading that question out.
Sorry, so what's the...
Let's do it again, and I want it to be exactly the same, word perfect. I bet you it will change
all over the place. Every he's lost it.
Go to France, buy yourself a boat with a fags of cheaper.
Okay, fingers on the buzzers. You've only got 10 seconds to win the gold run. Okay, first up. Here, I'll tell you what, no, seriously, if you're thinking of going to France, well don't, because go on the ferry, get the fags there, because it's cheaper. Go on.
Right, so that one again, if you want to buy some fags, you're going over to France on a boat, get them on there, because you'll save a few quid. BF.
BF.
Right? BF.
Okay.
Right, the second one. This little foreign cafe's growing its own steak.
This little foreign cafe is growing its own steak.
Yeah. This little foreign cafe's growing its own steak.
Go on.
D.
Alright.
Right?
Okay.
And the last one,
is that part of it?
Hang on.
He's the best.
The Jamaican fella might have screamed this on the Titanic.
What?
The Jamaican fella might have screamed this on the Titanic.
Yeah.
What's it start with?
It's CD, that one. Familiar with the phrase monkey business?
No, never heard that one before, Carl. That's brilliant.
Right, well, it came about. This has been emailed in and I haven't really had a chance to look at it, so I'm just weighing it up now.
God.
Yeah.
This is the biggest shambles on air, isn't it? Really?
I'm ashamed of it.
I mean, what was Dr. Fox? Dr. Fox must have been really polite. He must have been thinking, I don't know how to put this. He must have wanted to scream and go, you shouldn't be in the radio authority.
My parents listen online, I can't look them in the eye.
Right, I think I've weighed it up. Long time ago, right?
Yeah.
In the,
olden days, yeah.
In the Amazon jungle.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Little family of monkeys in there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Having a good life.
Good.
Right? Didn't have any predators in there. Right? So, they were loving it.
Yeah.
They had a load of food around them, they had loads of banana trees.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I don't think so.
No, they did.
Sorry, yeah.
Everything's going great, so they're happy in that. They go to bed.
Okay.
Wake up in the morning, load of bananas gone.
Ooh, hang on, interesting.
Hold on, wait a minute.
So...
Either your dad's been around, or...
This isn't the great Amazon banana robbery, is it?
So anyway, turns out it was another load of monkeys from another part of the island. From the rough bit.
From the rough bit! I love it! They went into a middle class area.
They're the ones with the earrings and the leather jackets.
Oh, that is brilliant! From a rough part of the island.
So the monkeys thought, well, there's no point getting into a fight with them because they're harder than we are.
Yeah, of course, and they carry chains.
So...
I love all this conjecture!
They got flip knives and tattoos.
Yeah, go on.
So basically, they said, let's do some business with the bananas.
Let's do some business with the bananas.
Shit!
What are you talking about?
Oh, for Christ's sake!
Right, calm down, we haven't got much time left.
Oh God! What do you mean they said it?
Forget it.
No! Don't forget it! Carl, do not press
seriously.
that! Switch the record off. Switch the record off.
Christ.
Switch the record off, Carl.
What are you talking about? What did they do? Oh.
Let's do business with the bananas.
Yeah.
So they said, well, rather than them coming robbing them, we'll flog them. So that put a stop to it then. The monkeys came. They didn't have money. They said, give us some bananas. And it says here...
So what, they exchange bananas for bananas?
For berries and nuts. So that's where the phrase monkey business comes from. Little business to set up. Alright. I didn't make a big deal out of it when you said, oh, and whilst you're down there, get us a new 50-cent single.
I never said, while you're down there, get the new 50-cent single. I asked you if 50-cent single was lying around.
Yeah.
If it hadn't been here, I wouldn't have worried.
So I get it, yeah, I did that for you.
Right.
And when I come up, you say, has it got swearing in it? Well, I don't know, it's 5-1, Steve.
You're the
I haven't got time, I've been whizzing around.
producer, it's the brand new single. I'd have thought it had been lying around in the XFM office anyway.
But I don't have time to sit around listening to music.
Sure, well, yeah.
Right? I know that you have, now you've got an iPod that can hold 7,500 songs. I don't know when you're going to get round to loading all them on, but I haven't got the time.
Sure.
Busy.
Yeah. Fine, okay, no, that's a perfect excuse, Carl. Well done, mate. Right. I just hope that I never have to depend on you in a real emergency.
Mm-hmm.
I had a bit of bad luck as well. I wanted to play, REM, and maybe the, listener can help me here. Can you, email in ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk if you know what song I'm thinking of. It's an REM song. I think it's on the album of the last one before. And he says, Mulholland Drive, and I'm Steve McQueen. That's all I know. I'm sorry, I can't think of the title, so I need the title to look it up, if you know what I mean. I can't put in, like that, I can't put in Mulholland Drive, the system goes, what are you talking about? So I need the actual title of the song to look it up to find it down in the library.
Oh, well, I'd go down yourself if you're going to go down to the library and get that. I wouldn't send Karl, because...
ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
Well, if he wanted to, he did have time, because he came in at 12 rather than 5 to 1.
Yeah. Would you like a little bow and arrow?
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah.
Well, I forced I had a rifle as a kid.
Did you?
Yeah.
A real one?
Yeah, just shooting cans and stuff.
Yeah.
It's alright. So...
Well, a wonderful anecdote.
Well, I went out with a drink with Karl in the week, and, we went to a restaurant, didn't we, Karl?
It's a good night.
And we sat there, and next to me, when Karl came, next to me was, what's his name? Ross Kemp. And, he was sitting there, and I saw Karl, and I tapped him on the shoulder, Ross Kemp on the shoulder, and I pointed to Karl and him, and I said, it's nice to see you two back together again.
Nice.
And Karl was horrified. But Karl didn't know that I'd already spoken to him before Karl arrived.
Yeah,
so I thought it was okay. I thought I could break the ice because I'd met him before.
Sure.
So he just thought I was insulting him. And in the week we were talking about his little head, weren't we, Karl? And Karl suddenly stopped the conversation and said, if I had hair, what would we be talking about now? I think he'd had enough of everyone talking about it. And he looked good though. It's a special little do. He had it sort of, cropped a little bit more. I like it when he's just freshly had it done.
Mm.
Do you like... Yeah.
Has that ever happened to you, Steve? If you're somewhere, say if you sat somewhere, does someone sort of, is he anyone else who you look like, or would you say you're a bit of a one-off?
I love these two.
But to be fair... to be fair, he seems to be having to go at me an awful lot more than I do at him now. I mean, he just starts it, starts it out of nowhere.
I think his is sort of a get back for the way you treat him as a producer, not,
But he's not a producer! If he produced the show, I wouldn't have a reason to criticise, but...
I think this is it.
But seriously, I mean, it really winds me up now, because, it started as a joke, but now it's abuse.
Yeah. He got annoyed at Heat, because it said Karl, producer, well, not so much a producer, as just a bald mank, and he went, can they say that?
Yeah.
Can they say that?
See, that's a magazine, an independent publication has identified what exactly it is you do.
Yeah.
There we go then, go on, bring it on, because here we go, he's looking at me, I know he's thinking, I can hear the cogs.
I'm not thinking anything.
Karl, Jonathan, Ross came out with us, last week, and, we were talking about stuff, and Karl was mesmerised when Jonathan told a story that he was bored once in a hotel room and shaved his arse.
He shaved his arse?
Yeah.
Sure.
And Karl, you didn't stop questioning him, did you, for about...
I just wondered, at what point do you sort of say, oh, this is getting on my nerves? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's way too long, tucking it in his socks or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's not, I mean, it is boring in hotel rooms, because I told you before about when I was in Edinburgh, and had nothing to do, there was nothing on the telly, and you've eaten the shortbread biscuits, and
Yeah.
So that's when I read the phone book to see how many...
That's when you read the phone book?
Well, to see how many Macs were in Scotland, McAteer, Macintosh,
Sure. Yeah.
and it was like, 42 pages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jonathan, I don't know if he'd already done that.
Yeah.
And, he said he shaved his arse.
Now, when we say shaved his arse,
Not his cheeks,
Oh, all of it?
Yeah, all of it.
Did he say that?
Well, I think that...
But other than the cheeks,
But then,
there's not much left.
But then we got to the fact that me and Jonathan, if we pulled our wealth, we could have shaved Karl's arse for £1,000.
Right.
And he said, yeah, for £1,000 you can shave my arse. Suzanne said, can I say this bit?
Your girlfriend said what, Karl?
She was annoyed. She said, well, I'm not allowed to go there. Why is anyone else? And of course the whole table stopped and leant in and said, what? He doesn't like me touching him there. I went, what do you mean?
This is too much information.
It was too much information.
I like the fact that you've had this conversation with her. I like the idea that she touched your arse once and you went, whoa, hands off.
Yeah.
I love you, but keep your hands away from the arse.
Do you know why he said he's talking about the most intimate part of the arse, the middle arse he's talking about, and he said, I said, why? He went, it's a bit gay, innit? I said, how can a girl touching it be a bit gay?
If it stood behind you, it could be anyone, couldn't it?
Oh God! And it seemed, I mean, you can imagine the conversations we were having, right? And it's that thing that the waitress heard something every time she came over. She heard the word, like, cock or...
Jonathan Ross saying I shaved my arse.
yeah. And, oh dear. But it was, it was a good night, wasn't it? So, it's £1,000 now, isn't it? But presumably you give Suzanne half anyway, so everyone will be happy. You've used the arse to best effect. She's got half out of it, so she's made as much out of your arse as you have, in a sense. Me and Jonathan are happy.
Yeah, but to be fair, it's his arse on the line. So...
I know, but I mean, you know, it's just not like she's getting a bum deal. Well, she's getting 500, you know, quid.
No, I understand that.
But, do you reckon?
Just thinking of some more.
Play a record.
Can I just ask, before you play a record, if we were to shave your arse, let's say we did it for charity or something, got sponsorship, how would we do it? Would we use one of those big kind of old-fashioned razors?
No, I'd use a Bic Safety. I'd just straight away.
And would you use a gel or a foam?
No, first of all, I think I just, lather it up. Right,
so you lather up his arse first?
I do the outside bits, just go straight down, big broad strokes, clean, right? Then I'd have to go in the crevices, and I'd need an assistant. I'd pop it apart, and just very gently go in there. I might even use electronic equipment, just so there was no sort of, like, nicks.
Okay.
So
an electric razor?
Or, I might wax the internal middle arse.
Okay. How did Jonathan do it? Because he did it on his own, didn't he?
I just use mirrors. Why don't I'll ask him. We'll call him later. But, I don't know.
Well, perhaps you listening have once shaved your arse, maybe during, an exam or something.
What I think, and this is conjecture, but I think he was probably there, he'd had a shower, he'd shaved his face, right, I thought, well, he was naked, looks down and goes, oh, what a hairy arse. Well, hold on, I've got the razor in this hand, I've got the mirror there, you know, I'm not on stage for a good 10 minutes.
Yeah.
There's one thing I don't like going on stage with, is a hairy arse. Bang, twing, wallop, done. On stage, thanks, see you later. See you next week. Yeah? What are you thinking, Carl?
No, it's just how hairy was it? Do you know what I mean? How hairy was it? Because I imagine, I mean, you're saying mirrors and stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, how old is he now? He's
42.
And they say your testicles drop quite a bit once you start getting old, don't they?
Yeah.
So he's got to make sure they're out of the way.
Yeah, but I don't think, I mean, I can speak for myself, you know, as a similar age to Jonathan, that, I mean, you know, if there's millimetres in it, it's not like we tuck them in our socks in the morning. Okay. They're still in the same place. You really wouldn't know the difference. It wouldn't, if we filmed it in, you know, time-lapse camera, it wouldn't be like a bungee jump. Do you know what I mean? They wouldn't be moving a lot.
Yeah.
Alright?
Do you think I told him he's a good-looking fella, Steve, would you agree with that?
Oh, I told Jonathan that he said that he just went for it as well.
Yeah. So you've spent a lot of time picturing Jonathan's naked arse.
You'd let him give you money for arse touchery.
Yeah, whereas your girlfriend's got
no chance,
access to
and you're saying he's a good-looking man.
No, I'm just thinking you know what he means. It's like the Elephant Man, right? The Elephant Man, that's what he's called. Again, you know what you're gonna get. The fat kid loves cake. You've said it all, you don't have to say any more.
I can't believe it. I'll tell you what made his day the other day.
I love it.
Jonathan Ross said The Elephant Man is one of the best films ever made.
Yeah. Endorsed by a celebrity.
I know. Well, by a film buff, really.
It is good though, isn't it?
It is a very good film, yeah.
We have got Cheeky Freak of the Week.
Oh, right.
There's been a lot of stuff going on this week.
In the freak world?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, there's loads. I mean, stuff that we can... The one that hasn't made it.
God, this is one that hasn't made it, so we'll judge it on that. Go on.
There's a woman, right, do you know how, I mean, in a way I thought Elephant Man, it was a bit tight because, you know, we sort of took him on a freak show, did a bit of a road show with him and stuff.
Yeah.
There's some woman, I think she's in India, like now, who, makes a lot of money, because she's got 3 legs, and like 7 toes, stuff, and she was saying, people pay quite a lot of money.
Not Swiddy Patel.
It's not that much money, like, compared to here, but over there, it's like, loads of money.
Sure.
And all you do is, you go around to her house, and you pay this lot of money, and people just go, oh, look at that.
Extra leg.
Right.
Paid quite a lot of money in that.
So she hasn't even got to go out on the road anymore, like in the old days.
No,
People come to her.
that's what annoyed me. It's like, well, you could get to them faster. You go and see them if they're paying the money.
Sure.
But yeah, there's...
What she could do is go in and buy a pair of shoes, right, and then nick one on the way out, because they only put one out, don't they?
Good idea.
So she could get, you know, 2, 3 for the price of 2.
Just one of the many perks of having
Just
3
one
legs.
of the many perks of having 3 legs. The other one is, I mean, keepy uppy. But she'd be good at that, wouldn't she?
She just stays at home and puts the feet up.
But anyway, that's not even Cheeky Freak of the Week.
That's coming up later.
Coming up later.
Oh, brilliant.
Now, Rockbusters, dead in the water, isn't it? We've killed that off, have we officially?
We killed off Monkey News and Rockbusters.
Didn't I tell you that there was some sort of petition for Monkey News?
Was there? What was the story?
A lot of, it's loads of emails and that.
You mean you've done Monkey News? You mean you want to do Monkey News?
No, but seriously, there's uproar. And people were like, you can't get rid of Monkey News.
Yeah.
Don't be doing that.
Loads
of people.
Was it monkeys? Trying to write the complete works of Shakespeare?
Did Tony Blair get a whiff of it, and he's coming down like a ton of bricks?
And Rockbusters, Steve, if you've got a better competition, then we'll do yours. That's fine. Do you know what I mean? If that's what you want to do, we'll do. What did you want to do?
No, I was just wondering whether we should perhaps not do a quiz at all, rather than do that piece of rubbish. Might be better to have nothing. Might be better just to have silence during that part of the show than have Rockbusters.